finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Freeman again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now Moore. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Black 25!
Throwing, Winston. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. On first down, Moore. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Eric Silver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down. Moore. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
More now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's more. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Winston. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So out come the Falcons now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Detroit!
More now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Moore now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. huge play at this point in the game. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. Let's go. It's time to play. Green, Trevor, say. Hey, stop. Green, Trevor, say.
Winston here to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the kick. Ready. Flash, 22. Hey, stop. Hey, 5 on the kick. Let me go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, that's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He will push his way down to about the 14th. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Running right, Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.